Hi, everyone. This is Rena Rossi with eXp Realty, and today I have the awesome privilege and honor to interview one of my business partners, James Massey. How are you, James?
Good, Rena. How are you?
Doing great, thank you. Doing great. So, James, I have a couple of questions for you so that we could connect with our audience and our viewers. Uh, I just want to know a little bit more. Tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Well, I can go in a few different directions. Personal wise, business wise, which one? Where we going?
Let's talk business wise.
Business wise. Okay,
Yes.
cool. So, I am a real estate agent. I've been a real estate agent now for like 8 years now. Started off as a single agent, like most agents do.
Mhm.
Started working and learning to try to learn the field and learn the industry in and of itself. Um, I got connected with some guys early, or a guy, put it that way. And that particular guy was able to share some stuff that he was doing in order to grow his business. I started kind of implementing some of the stuff that he was showing me. It was
Mhm.
early when like internet was like the Zillows and Trulia and stuff like that was out there.
Right.
So I started kind of getting to that. Just kind of learning how to convert internet leads and things of that nature. So I was able to build. 3 years later, I ended up leaving that particular brokerage and went to a another brokerage. My whole thing was to actually have my own brokerage without actually being a broker, right?
Yes.
So I actually leveraged a commercial broker where we were able to have the residential side of that brokerage. So we
Mhm.
went a lot of months, attorneys and all that other stuff, and got what I call a pretty good deal. Any deal that we closed, it only cost us $100. And any deal that any agent that we brought on board,
Right.
um, we was able to charge them whatever we wanted to, but it was only be $100 for us, and that was office, that was admin, and everything. So pretty
Mhm.
proud about that whole thing that we were able to do.
Sounds like a deal.
Yeah, yeah. So switch from there.
Mhm.
Um, Probably, I don't know, 6 months later, I was leaving that brokerage to go to another brokerage because they had a whole coaching platform. Now, what was good about that was that they had agents that sold a lot of houses, and I was really interested in being a team, having a team, because I never liked the whole if an agent, if you didn't work, you didn't get paid. I just
Right.
never liked that in my business. So
Mhm. Makes
I
sense.
formulated a team at that time, and started going well. Took my got transactions up really good. I think we had
Right.
like 5 members on our team at that particular time, and then from there, um, start realizing that the team wasn't all it was cracked up to be. So
Keeping them on, that's a challenge, right? It's
Yeah, yeah,
yes.
yeah. So just you bring them on, and then afterward they start getting some success, and then they want to leave, and
You
you
get
get
comfortable.
frustrated as a team leader. But
Yes.
but at the same time, it was one of those things like I never got my license in order to work on a team. I got my license because I wanted to be by myself. So I couldn't get too mad at them, just for the simple fact that they were doing something that I would do. So it just kind of that was kind of my journey into real estate, and then saw another opportunity and got even a better chance in that. But that's kind of my backstory leading up to when we started get together.
Kind of like the cycle of most agents, really, when we first start off as realtors. We don't really have much support. We're kind of going out there like a duck in the middle of the road, not knowing where to turn. You're kind of scared. You're grasping at straws. You're looking for mentors. There may be mentors that could help you, but sometimes they're not around. So you're just really you're going off the cuff, right?
Yep.
Yeah, very impressive. So I mean, it sounds like a story that's well, a background and a story that it seems to be familiar with many realtors when they first start off trying to find a place where they can be comfortable and grow, or maybe provide some mentorship with the teams. I definitely understand where you're coming from that. um, the second question I wanted to ask you is, how has EXP changed your life? So when you compare, of course, the traditional brokerage model to the iCloud model of EXP, expound on that for me.
Well, it answered a lot of questions. I mean, it filled in a lot of the checks on my box. So,
Hmm.
the biggest thing was the ability to not have borders, right? So before I was only able to work with people that was within my state, within my area. I mean, I could branch out a little bit, but wasn't
Was
compared to
limited.
what he is now. And
Right.
really, what I when I had a team, what I was really looking for was leverage, and an exit, right? An exit, so you don't
That's a
you
strategy.
don't have to be tied down. And it's this old saying. They say most real estate agents, we don't retire, we die.
That's
So
right. We don't want to die though.
we don't want to die. Yeah,
EXP saves you from dying, right?
it saved you from dying. There you go. So that was the biggest thing there.
Yeah.
But it totally changed my life because of that aspect of it. I was able to partner up with some amazing people, and partner up with some of their amazing people, literally across the globe. I mean, just
Hmm.
think about it. Like, we got connected, and we're not even in the same country.
Right.
So, but you're meeting like just some killer real estate agents that's sharing and opening up, and sharing some of the stuff that they've been able to do to grow their business. And everybody's properly aligned. Like, like my partners is Jay Kinder and Michael Reeves. These guys sell 500, 300 homes a year. And just having that type of support, and being able to tap into their resources as well. I mean, it's been priceless for me.
And that they're open about it too. I mean, what I love about it as well too is that they're so easily accessible. And since we're talking about support, you have supported me tremendously as well. I mean, I can pick up the phone and call you. You know, you answer any questions that I have. You're there to support me, and that's what I love about it as well. So I want, since we're live and online, I just wanted to thank you for that, for your support as well. The next question that I have for you, James, is what would you have done differently? If you could do it all over again, what would you have done differently?
Other than coming sooner.
Yes, like I think I get that from everyone. Everyone seems to say that I should have joined DXP sooner. But
Yeah.
other than that, what else do you think you could have done differently prior to that?
Prior to joining EXP, or when I joined EXP?
Well, when you joined DXP and prior to that, like what could you
Yeah,
have done differently?
yeah. I mean, I probably would have got connected with people a lot sooner than I did.
Hmm.
Um, I think that initially, like I said, I was, I had a guy that I met that I was kind of sharing some information, or he was sharing information with me at the time. He was doing way better than me, but I probably would have sought out mentors earlier. And when I
Hmm.
say mentors, I'm not talking about somebody that's doing a little bit better than me. I'm talking about somebody that's just like blowing it out the box,
Right.
because that's one of the quickest way for you to get your success, and actually take your business to where you want it to go. So I
Makes
would have
sense.
done that earlier.
Definitely.
Um,
Hmm.
after joining EXP, what I would have done differently. Be honest with you, I was thinking that if I bring somebody on board, they're gonna start to see the system the same way I saw the system. They had the same drive and motivations that I had, and they were just gonna go off and run it. And I was like,
Right.
EXP is enough. That's what I was thinking. Like, EXP
Yeah.
is enough. You don't need anything else. You just tap into the EXP. And that was a mistake initially. I really should have did a little bit more hand holding, and we put systems in place and everything afterward, meetings for people to be able to connect. And once we started doing that, everything just started to just really take off and thrive from there. So
Yes.
that's what I would have done early. I would have put those systems and places for people to connect really early when I first joined.
I agree with that completely because I mean, um, this is not only about sponsoring realtors; it's about partnership, but then also like-minded partners, and we have to be the ones that have to connect them with all the training. For example, the Honey Badgers training is fantastic, and what I find with anyone that I partner up is just to make sure that they get on those training sessions, because if they don't, then they tend to falter off and they're not motivated, and sometimes they're shy and they don't want to ask questions. So I think it's important as leaders or when you're sponsoring someone or partnering with someone, that you give them the full support that they need. And that's what's really important to me. But I see that that's also very important to you. And we're on the calls every week, and you're facilitating the agent attraction calls. We have the calls on 100% on production, which is great. And I agree with that, because at least, it's not just about sponsoring and partnership. It's also about helping the realtors get to a different level of training and coaching that they've never experienced. One more question I wanted to ask you. How do you find the transition when you partner with a realtor? Do you make sure or try to encourage them to get the certification for NAEA? That's what I do with most of the ones that I partner with.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's huge. NAEA is a National Association of Expert Advisors. Dan Michael, they created that as a coaching platform to help agents become number 1, 2, or 3 in the marketplace. And they were, agents were charging well, not agents, but they were charging like $25,000 a year to be a part of their high level market mastermind with that group. So,
well, I paid that much prior to joining EXP with my business partner. So we were spending a fortune on the coaching too.
A lot of agents did it. You want to get connected with top agents, so you gotta, if you're dealing with a coach, they're gonna charge you for it. But the beauty of EXP is that you're properly aligned with people that have done things on a very high level. So for us, we're getting that for nothing, just for being part of the group now.
Great value, incredible value. It's like, it's invaluable. You can't even put a price on it, to be honest with you. Right. So James, thank you so much for today's interview. And, if anyone has any questions, want to reach out to myself or James, we're here to help. We're here to support. And again, I want to thank you, James, for your support with me. You're a wonderful individual, great guy. I mean, this guy's got a heart of gold. And I'm really blessed to have met you. And I look forward to, partnering together and growing our network and changing people's lives together. So thank you so much, James. And you have yourself a great day, everyone. Have yourself a great day, and we'll talk again.
All right. Thanks so much.
Okay. God bless. Thanks. Bye.